Hey, love, this is me, Love Jones. I am back with another one. At the switch positions. Came over to somewhere a little different. It's a lot of people back here. There's Alabama tags be everywhere, all surrounding me now. I feel like half of Alabama just decided to move here all of a sudden. Every time I look, it's not just one Alabama tag. I'll see one 2 minutes later, I'll be passing another one. 2 minutes later, I'll pull in a store and pass by three or four of them. People work everywhere, all around. Just Alabama just moved up here. I don't know why. I left for 6 months and came back, and the whole city was full of Alabama. Weird. It's weird. Choices. Feeling blocked, restrained. Someone could have choices where they may be feeling stuck somehow. Belong to your own dream. It says create your own life. So someone could be feeling blocked. Someone could be feeling blocked because they're trying to live someone else's life. They're trying to be what someone else is supposed to be being. It's like they somehow figured out what someone else's life was like or had the potential to be, and they decided they wanted that for themselves instead of living their own lives. I don't know. I try not to say nothing too crazy when it comes down to that, because I don't know why people do that. Like, it's sad, man. It's sad. It's like, why you can't just be yourself. You have people that will literally be anybody else that you want them to be, as long as they can stay attached to something or somebody with some money, as long as they can appear to be part of the it crowd. And it's sad that people can't just be themselves and live in their own purpose. Imagine what kind of confusion goes on in a person's head who can't be themselves. It's like after so long of being someone else, you don't even know who you are. You don't know who you are because you haven't allowed yourself to be who you are. And so it's no way you can just step right into your purpose because you're so far from it after being somebody else for so long. People who live in their own light go through phases in life. And because of different situations, because of life circumstances, they've been taught certain lessons, and there's certain levels of growth that they go through. Imagine somebody deciding they want to be someone who's went through those levels of growth and they haven't. You're not only going to make yourself look like a fool because you can't possibly measure up unless you're doing black magic or some craziness in the background to make people think you're measuring up when you're really not. You can't measure up. For one, it's not your place to measure up. And you're neglecting your own lessons in life that you're supposed to be going through, things that you're supposed to be learning in order to reach your full potential. So now you're just stuck. I imagine you would be feeling restrained. or feeling blocked, as the card says, because you not only don't know who it is that you're trying to be, but you don't know yourself either. And that's a crazy place to be in when you're stuck in the middle. It's sad that people would choose to be somebody else just to try to move in their position. That's just to try to get something they have. It's like, do you even know what it is that you're supposed to have? And if you do know, let's say it's for those people who like to read astrology, who like to read other people's birth charts, for those people who like to go and get readings done on other people, where people will read someone else's Akashic records. And so you found out your destination, you found out what their destination is. But everyone has a place in life. And if you're in a different place from someone else, it's probably where you're supposed to be. But let's say, even if you did figure out that your Akashic records, according to whoever, doesn't have as much fame or glitz and glamour as someone else's may, and you decided you wanted to try to take their life instead of living yours. Do you realize that every day we make choices, and it's our daily choices that lead us into certain positions in life? It's our daily choices that force us to learn certain lessons that's going to get us to wherever it is we going in life, our divine purpose, meaning your God-given purpose. And so here it is, you telling God that you don't want what he has for you, you want what he has for someone else. In order for you to even attempt to pull that off, you have to separate yourself from God himself, or from God itself, from that Christ-like energy. You have to remove yourself from that. And then you have to forfeit all the lessons that you were supposed to learn in life. And again, our choices every day is going to lead us to certain positions in life. Imagine you thinking you're going to take somebody else's life, and therefore you don't learn what you're supposed to learn. And because of that choice, you ended up with that ending in life. It's like Final Destination. If y'all ever watched that, y'all know it. No matter how hard they try to run from death, it's like they always ran right into it. Instead of just allowing things to be and appreciating the moment that they were in, it's like they always tried to get away from death, and they always winded up right there with it. And so it's like your choices that you're making is leading you right there to death. Is leading you right there to that destination, that final destination that you don't want to be a part of, because it's what you're choosing every day, by choosing to not learn your lessons, by trying to steal someone else's life from them. So imagine had you went about your life and you learned your own lessons. And you were able to rewrite what it is that was written for you because you didn't make the choices that you were on a path to make. So you were headed down one path and you changed your mind, decided to take this other path. Instead of going in that direction of destruction, of self destruction, you went, decided to turn back around and go a different path. Go the path that was going to lead you down those lessons that you had to learn in life. And because you chose to learn those lessons, you got a different outcome from the one that you were going to get based off that path that you were taking. But because you didn't decide to learn those lessons, you decided you wanted to do it the easy way. You decided you just wanted to take someone else's life from them. Then your final destination is what it's going to be. And so here you are thinking you're winning because you may be able to take a few things from someone else or to delay some things from someone else, to only find out that you were always on that losing path that was going to lead you straight into that destination that you didn't want anyway, that final destination. And so you can see how everything that would have been done in order to get you to a certain place was done for nothing, and it only led you straight into that you didn't want. And so where you're able to make certain choices that would have helped you to have a better outcome than what you were supposed to have, you chose the latter instead. You chose the opposite end of that instead. And so here you are feeling blocked and restrained because you're not living your own life. You're stuck in this dream or in this dream state because you want what it is for someone else to have so bad. You want what it is that they are destined to instead of what's for you. It says you've changed quickly. This could be the person that's stuck, that changed quickly because they're not on their own path. If somebody offered you an acting job, an acting position, and you were a great actor, wouldn't it be easy for you to go from a drama movie to a comedy movie? Isn't it just that simple flip of a script? And so I don't know if this is you who changed in the night, or if you're feeling like the person maybe who you're trying to be has changed in the night. Because if you're looking at that person whose life you're trying to steal and you're feeling like they've changed in the night, they're only going down the path that they're supposed to go down. They're only making the changes that they were always destined to make. They're learning their lessons and they're doing what they were supposed to do. They're living in their divine purpose. And so while it may be changing in the night to you, they put the work in. You may not have seen the gradual changes. You just looked up and seen the difference from what it used to be until now. That's because they're putting the work in, and so they may not be working in your face. It's not for you to see the work that they put in. I was looking at a card earlier that said you don't work for other people, you work for God. Is what God has planned for you. And so you may not see the changes that they've made, but other people may not see the changes that they made, but God is watching, sees everything. That all seeing eye that we like to talk about so much. He sees everything. And so to you, it may just appear as if someone changed in a night. But you don't know what they could have went through to make these changes. You don't know what lessons they had to learn in life in order to make the changes that they currently making. Meanwhile, you're leaving out your changes, your lessons, not learning anything. You're not doing anything that can make your life better. I want to be a queen. And so, unless you want to be a dairy queen, an ice princess, then you have to put the work in. To be a queen that holds a certain type of energy, just like a goddess will hold a certain type of energy. It comes from inside. Unless you just so happen to be born into a family, a royal family, which most of us are not, to wear that crown that you want to wear, you're going to have to do the work. You can't steal someone else's work from them and say that you done it. Because it's just going to put you right back in that Dairy Queen energy, that Ice Princess energy. It's not you. It's like the Burger King. You get the hat when you go in with the kids' meal. You know, if you're going to act childish about it, if you're going to do childish things, if you're not going to put the work in, then if you're going to try to steal it from somebody else, then It says stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, and passing a test. I feel like this is about passing the test. You want to be a queen, you have to pass the test. You can't just steal the position from somebody else. You can't just steal someone else's crown and think it's going to make you a queen. You can't try to go down someone else's path and think it's going to make you that queen. $33 could be significant to somebody. Master number 33 has to do with making your dreams reality, I believe. Painting the roses red. Correcting errors. So now you're here. Looking at your past mistakes that you've made that still didn't get you to where you were trying to be. And now you're trying to cover up the situation. Because you don't want to be seen in the light that you really are in. And imagine that. You don't want to be seen in this light that you're in for trying to do whatever it was you were trying to do and steal whatever position in life that you thought you were going to steal from somebody. So now I'm guessing you want to be looked at again as you're this queen after you've done all these peasant type of things. So you're trying to cover your trail now. Live in it. Learn the lesson from it. Allow yourself to grow, because evidently this was one of the lessons that you were destined to have in life. Maybe the embarrassment that you feel within yourself, or the embarrassment that you may get that's coming from others, is going to teach you a valuable lesson not to ever do that again, to be who you are instead of trying to be who someone else is. And after you've learned that lesson, then you can move forward in life. You're that much closer to your divine purpose. Trying to cover it up and pretend as if it never happened. I don't know what you're getting out of that. Because if you don't have to suffer through the consequences, then it's likely you're going to keep making that same mistake. It's likely that you may try it again, but in a different way this time. There is nothing learned if you don't hold yourself accountable for something. Whatever decision it is that you've made. So I would suggest, instead of trying to cover it up, just move on, learn your lesson, move forward in life. If it's brought up ever again, then you can tell people that was in the past. I've learned my lesson now. I've moved forward from it. You're trying to cover it up. If it's brought up, if it's ever mentioned, and you're just going to pretend as if it never occurred. The lie in itself says you haven't learned a lesson. I was going to look up master number 33. In numerology, it says it's considered a master number that can have many meanings. Harmonious energy is one. Creativity is another one. Teaching is one. And number 33 can suggest that people have wisdom to share and are meant to guide and teach others. 33 is said to promote creativity and expression, encouraging people to let their artistic side shine. The harmonious energy says the number 33 is said to radiate a caring and harmonious energy that emphasizes the importance of helping others in unity. I don't feel like this is the energy that you're in, so maybe that master number 33 is someone you could be following. That could be the dream, the light you wanted to live in. But you can, just not from someone else. You can do that on your own. You can't steal someone else's light. And so let's move on. Someone could be in despair. No, I can't make this up. Wait a minute. So I just reached under the seat and I dropped some cards and I picked up some cards I didn't even know fell down there. So I'm putting these up. I'm going to show y'all the two cards just popped out together. Someone's in despair. This false person. This person that's been playing pretend. This could be a male or a female because the card I just turned over. Show y'all what it was. Official person. This could be a person in law enforcement. This could be a person in the military. This could be a person with a position of power. This could be a person in a leadership position they're in. It's a false person. This person is not real. They are not real with themselves and they are not real with other people. And while they could be trying to cover up their errors because they could have been jealous, envious of someone may realize that this person could be losing a position. This person could be being fired, losing some type of position, some type of power position that they were in. And if you weren't in this power position, this could be someone. But people realize that you've been faking the whole time. That whatever it is you're delivering to them is not you. And so you could end up in this despair energy right here. And this could be why you're trying to cover it up, because you don't want to end up in this despair energy. But can you imagine a person you're stealing from? Someone could even been trying to take their work and pass it off as to take their money and live their life, to take their person. Imagine how they feel. And so it's better you than them. Again, this is a lesson that you need to learn. They went through everything that they need to go through. They've learned lessons that they had to learn to get to that point in life. It's not fair for you to be able to just step in and pretend as if you're something after not putting that work in. Worth. I feel like this has a lot to do with knowing your worth. But because you didn't know your worth, a lot of other people are not able to see your worth either. All they see is this liar, or all they will see is this liar, this thief, this person who's pretending to be something that they're not. And so, even if you were a person who carried some type of value, that's not the way that you're going to be seen after this, because you didn't appreciate the value that you held. You didn't appreciate your position in life. The card says you've been worthy to belong. You have been worthy to belong to love all along, without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. This could be pertaining love. Someone could have been stealing or passing off something from somebody that they love, or someone could have been trying to steal someone's partner. Be yourself. If something is for you, then it's going to come to you. If it's for you, then it's going to be for you. Maybe you didn't know your worth, and you didn't know that you were worthy of love as well. "34 minutes. Take one more from this deck here. If anything else comes out, don't look like anything else coming out. Nothing else is popping out. So we'll move on to the next deck. I don't want to stay on here too much longer. We already at 35 minutes. All right, let's see. Sacrifice on the bottom of the deck. Someone could have made some type of sacrifice to take something from someone. Backfiring. Imagine if that sacrifice you made backfired on you. And so instead of causing someone to lose everything, you cause yourself to lose everything. And so if that was the case, then that's a valuable lesson that for you to learn. Yeah. Somebody definitely made a sacrifice. This is the moon. This is secrets. Something could have been done under the moon. Somebody could have done some moon magic. Something was done under the moon. Someone could have made a sacrifice or did some type of moon magic to cause someone to lose what they have and them to gain it.